können, ist aktuell die 30 in der Welt. Herzlich willkommen bei seinem zweiten Auftritt hier in Berlin, Bully Boy Michael Smith. Der Bully Boy hat es mit einem ganz etablierten Mann zu tun, der World Masters Sieger aus dem Jahre 2004. Er stand in 2 WM-Finals der BDO, er stand 2009 im Premier League Finale, zuletzt noch im Halbfinale der UK Open gewesen. Die Rede ist vom König, The King. Herzlich willkommen, Mervyn King!
Four matches down, 4 seeds down. The second round afternoon of the German Darts Masters here in Berlin is throwing up a few shocks. Mervyn King now, the number 10 seed on stage, up against Bully Boy Michael Smith, who saw off Michael Mansell in the first round yesterday with 104 average, 5-ton 80s, some big outshots as well. 128 and 136 in that win against the Northern Irishman. Rod Harrington back in commentary, and you spoke about it many times about these players now coming through and having no fear against the so-called big names, that the stars in inverted commas of the sport, and it's maybe being proved this afternoon the way the seeds are tumbling.
Yeah, I think it's testament that the PDC tours that we're running now are being run right. We're given the opportunities to anyone that's got a great talent, not only to play on the pro tours, which are not streamed or filmed, but also to qualify for these, which is the stepping stone into the major TV events. And you know, the players that are coming along, they're playing week in, week out. They're with these top players all the times, and yeah, it is proving that we're doing things right. But for me, this is probably the game of the day. Mervyn King's been playing extremely well just lately. He's had a lot of back trouble, and he's still a little bit fragile, but it's probably taken Merv's mind off of the pressure of darts. You know, sometimes you get something like that, and it does, but he's up against one of the raw talents in this game in Michael Smith.
25, Michael's won the ball. First leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
So it is the youngster then, 23-year-old from St Helens, to get us underway. And what a way to get underway with a ton 80. That's the way to do it.
And did you see how tight them darts were? I mean, they were right next to... You know, we say when they're close, like you can fit all 3 in a polo mint.
Yeah, great grouping.
Now, I don't understand that shot. You know, that's a crazy shot from Michael. You know, when you're playing someone as experienced and as brilliant as Mervyn King, every single dart has got to count.
We saw Mervyn in the final of the previous European Tour event out in Holland,
41.
where he was beaten by Michael van Gerwen. He beat Dave Chisnall and Ian White on the way to that final. And he also reached the final of this event last year, where Steve Beaton was the victor, beating Wayne Jones, James Wade, Peter Wright and Jelle Klassen. So certainly didn't have an easy journey to the final, Mervyn King here 12 months ago.
Well, to wrap this first leg up, 56 after 12, big 16. And he'd love to see this just tidied up in this visit. And he's done exactly that. Kicked off the leg with a 180. A nice level 15 darts.
Yes, Michael's been getting to the latter stages of these floor events that you mentioned that go on up and down the country most weekends, and reached the final of the Players' Championship event in Wigan a few weeks back, where he was beaten by Brendan Dolan.
When Michael Smith beat Phil Taylor, in the World Championships, everybody said, "Oh, that's amazing." No, I said from the start that he had a chance. With this ability, with the scoring power he possesses, like the Van Gerwens, the Andersons and the Lewis, you're always going to, we call it buying darts at a double. And the more experience you get, obviously the more times you're going to take out the doubles under pressure. And he's learning and he's getting better and better.
43.
A good setup from Mervyn King. He's dominated this leg. He wants 32 after 12, but Michael's right there with him.
Mervyn, you require 32.
But this is normally where Mervyn King is very clinical. Yeah, I didn't think he would miss on the visit. May not get it with the first, second dart, but Mervyn does not miss many chances per visit.
So a leg on the board and a response.
180.
Another ton 80 from Michael Smith.
140.
Well, Mervyn King holds the record for the first PDC live 9-dart leg outside of Great Britain. Did it in South Africa, down in Johannesburg. Did the 9-darter. Never won another leg after that against James Wade.
Well, it's a good claim to fame to have on your CV.
180.
His third ton 80 of the match, his second of this leg, putting Smith really in the driving seat.
98. 101. 81.
He just lunges forward a little bit with that last dart at times. Scoring wise, sometimes you get away with it. When you go into that double, especially the high doubles, the double top at the top of the board, that's when you've got to keep your height. The double 10, a lot lower, so and that's a perfect guide.
Revenue 142.
It's a big outshot and it won't happen now for King, so Smith will have a chance to regain the lead early on in this second round match.
No score. You require 86.
Well, they were all pretty wayward, those attempts at double 5. It's such an awkward double.
61. You require 10.
Well, he comes back to the board again for this double 5. This time he hits it. And a sigh of relief from Michael Smith. He really did score well, but messing around on doubles, he doesn't want to do that too often against King, because King will certainly punish him for it.
137.
You can see the great way that Smith is kicking off the legs, reflected in that first 9-dart score.
190.
And you immediately saw Mervyn King's first 3-dart average shoot up there with that ton 80. His first of the match.
He's back in the treble again.
100.
Well, at the moment, no one's getting a chance to break the throw. I know King had a bullseye shot the previous leg, but that's after
90.
Michael Smith had already had a couple of handfuls of darts. Doesn't need to go the bullseye route. So we look at treble 16. Yeah, he's checked the scores down to 16s. Now that leaves double 8.
68. Mervyn requires 16.
Well, he's edging further and further to the right of the oche in an attempt to sneak that in there.
90.
So an opportunity then to break the throw. Double 15.
78. Mervyn requires 16.
Mervyn doesn't want to give him many more chances. And they are tight on the wire again. But the third one with a big sigh of relief from Mervyn King. 2 legs apiece. Michael had a dive of that double 15 and it wasn't far away, was it? Just on the inside wire.
Could have gone either way, that leg, but as it is, it went with the throw.
180.
Well, Michael Smith has hit 3 180s, but they've all been with his throw. Make that
190.
And Mervyn King has hit the 180 against the throw, and normally you'd say he would give you an outside chance, and there we have it. 6 180s, and we're only in the 5th leg. Look at the first 9 darts scoring. That's what we call the scoring power.
100.
Smith is exceptional, and Mervyn King, he's pretty good as well.
Yeah, they're matching each other blow for blow at the moment.
140. After 121.
He wants the bullseye for a 1-2-1.
90. You require 88.
Well, King had a dart at the bullseye to break the throw, and he's got another chance at the bullseye, and he misses it again. He didn't even attempt to go for the treble 18. It was a big 18.
Double 10.
8 yards in the 5th leg. Michael Smith. He's like Mervyn to throw first.
So the game continuing to go with the throw.
100.
And this is where Smith wants one of those maximums.
45.
Well, we said about how well he usually starts legs. That completely went against that theory.
140. 55.
And the big treble's just eluding Smith here at the start of leg number 6.
60.
Well, he's 200 adrift, so he needs a maximum just to get himself back in the game.
95.
And that's not going to do it. So Mervyn King in the driver's seat to level this game up again and to hold his throw.
The winner of this game will play Andrew Gilding in round 3. Andrew Gilding has been playing fantastically well this weekend. He saw off Jamie Caven in the first match of the afternoon, this afternoon.
84. Over you 106.
Well, that's 2 stray darts from Mervyn, so he may only get 1 dart at the double when he returns. So a big score here from Mike really does put the pressure on. And we talked about 180s against the throw to put the pressure on your opponent. Well, now it's 61 Mervyn wants. There's a couple of options. He may go the 25. He's just checking the scores to make sure he's right. May go 25. That'll guarantee him 2 darts at the double. He's just checking it.
George Noble there. Just having a conflab with Mervyn and with the marker.
Well, my adding up of that, yes, he requires 61. 261, 201, 106 and 61.
And now Michael Smith's getting involved.
I don't know what the argument is. Oh, he hit 35. Well, that's very honest of Mervyn King, I have to say. An extremely good dart. That's why he wanted 71. I can assure you, people who are watching, 61 is far easier to get than the 71.
Yes. Well, after that, it didn't put him off his stride.
No, that's you know, it's easy to make a mistake, and Mervyn King put it right to the disadvantage of himself, I have to say, but took it out very calmly.
Yeah, great honesty
123
from Mervyn, and as you'd expect from any of these players, really.
He is right, because he went 20, then hit a 4, then went for the 14 and hit the 11, didn't he?
57.
So he did score 35, not the 45, that's what he was saying.
$100. $60. $98.
Well, it just adds a little bit to the drama and the tension here on the big stage at the Maritime Hotel in Berlin. Second round afternoon of the German Darts Masters as another, thought it was going to be another maximum flying in. Smith then to go back in front. Wants double top here for a 4-3 lead.
40, Mervyn 161.
Treble 17 would have left the bullseye.
137, Mervyn 140.
Well, he likes the double 10.
Game on.
And that gives him a 4-3 lead. And all 7 legs with throw.
100.
And there we have the double stats. Proven that the double 10, he's been very kind to Michael Smith. 3 out of the 4 legs have been won on that. And it shows you that Mervyn King prefers the 16s and 8s
100.
combination than the tops and 10s. Although a lot of times the combination obviously dictates what doubles you are going for.
78. $99. $100. $145.
Well, still anyone's guess which way this game is going to go. King down to a finish first to
95.
bring us back all square yet again to 4 apiece. 17 for double top then. Double 10. Smith still not on a finish, so he can come back for that. But this could be some pressure put on the shot with a ton 40.
Mervyn, you require 20.
Oh, one dart left, and that's one dart. All he needs. That was a nervy dart from Mervyn King, but it went in the middle. 4 legs apiece.
100.
First 9 dart average pretty much identical.
180.
There's another ton 80, a third of the match goes flying in from Mervyn.
81.
For the first time, he takes the lead on the first 9 dart average. Nothing to split them on the doubles. And this is where Mervyn, you know, he's been a class player for a long time, very experienced, and he doesn't panic, he doesn't get excited. You know, Michael really got out of the gate with the 180s, but Merv just kept playing his own game, trying to wear Michael down. He knew he'd come off the boil a little bit, as all the quick throwers normally do. And Mervyn's just hanging in there, and now he's getting the chance. And we talk about 180s, the importance of hitting them against the throw, and Mervyn waxing 2 in this leg against the throw. Brilliant leg of darts from Mervyn King.
81.
Double top then.
41.
Can't do it.
98.
So King's chance for a break of throw may have gone begging.
58. Mervyn, you require 40.
And this could be a big turning point in this game. If King can get, well, double 5 now.
Oh,
35.
what a miss.
You require 40.
He's hit 2 180s in this leg. He's set it up absolutely perfect for himself to go 1 leg away from a win with coming up with the throw. And that's the 4th time that Michael Smith has hit that double 10. And I was praising Mervyn King up earlier on that he doesn't make too many mistakes, and that is a classic mistake after scoring so well.
Yeah, two ton 80s in a row in that leg for King. But it was all to nothing.
100.
Next up on stage, we have one of the European qualifiers, Jarkko Komula of Finland. As another 1080 comes raining in for Mervyn King. A fantastic match this has been for the fans here at the Maritime Hotel in Berlin. Yes, Jarkko Komula up against Wes Newton. That will be followed by Steve Beaton, the winner of this event last year, up against Steve Douglas. And the afternoon session comes to a conclusion with another Premier League star, Dave Chisnall, up against Steve West.
43, Mervyn, you require 81. 49.
So King will be back for double 16 to take us to a deciding leg. And Smith will have the throw in that 11th leg. And all of the legs so far have gone with the throw, so that would make Smith the favourite to win the match. But Mervyn King will be having something to say about it, you can be sure. But he's got to get this 32 first.
Another great dart from King. Had to move right away to the right of the oche to pitch it around the flights of those first 2 darts. So, well, we said it was going to go all the way, Mike, didn't we?
60.
And it certainly has done that. It's been a great game of darts, an entertaining game of darts. Plenty of maximums to get the crowd going. But it's now down to, well, a bit of
60.
bottle. And the one who makes a mistake loses, and the one who doesn't wins.
Yes, 5 180s apiece for these 2 players.
57. 57.
Oh, tidy legs of darts there, as you can see. And the legs that have been over
134.
15 darts are mainly because they've missed doubles. Their scoring power has been such that they've... And there it proves it. With the dart percentages on the doubles.
140.
Pretty poor by, these guys' standard. But it just shows you how well they've been scoring.
140.
A hush descended in the arena. Michael Smith, the chance to dump yet another seed out of this German Darts Masters. He wanted double top, but he will have 3 more darts at it, with King back on 186.
62.
And not really put any pressure on, so double top for Smith, and it would be a real good win, and certainly a great win for Michael Smith there.
A fantastic standard of play between these two players, but it is the young bully boy from St Helens seeing off another seed, Mervyn King. So Andrew Gilding will take on Michael Smith tomorrow in the 3rd round. Coming up next on stage, Jarkko Komula against Wes Newton. But let's hear a few words from Michael Smith with Elmar RMC.
Michael, congratulations. Very close match. Mervyn had a couple of problems with the doubles, huh?
He had the chance to break me to go 5-4 up himself, but I was a nervous game then. It was just, I played well like 3-all, and then I just started slipping and slipping, but I managed to keep it together and win the match.
It's amazing. We saw Dave Pallett beating Andy Hamilton before. I think so many young players on the professional tour we've never had at the Professional Darts Corporation. What does it mean for you young guys? You realize you have really a chance to pick the big ones as well.
Well, now it's the new breed now, that's what it is, all the young kids, and we're not scared anymore. When you play like Taylor or Michael or Adrian, Gary, used to win just by their name, but now we're not scared, we're taking the game to him. And I think that's why you see more kids coming through now.
See you tomorrow again. Welcome to the 3rd round. Michael Smith, Bully Boy. Thank you. Das war ein spannendes Ding. Mervyn King mit ein paar Problemen.